Hello, guys and gals. Today's episode was not what I had planned because I know you're looking for part 3 to complete our Navigating the IRS series, but I've had a couple of conversations today in consultations and it has just put a little spark under me. So we're going to discuss a little bit of what I feel that not only these two beautiful ladies that I spoke with today are struggling with, but I'm sure many of you may be struggling with as well. So today we are going to talk about seeing your value in who you are in the services that you offer as a business owner, and also seeing your value in who you are as an employee on a church staff. So I hope you'll stick around, and we're going to do this. Let's go. Hello, friend. Welcome to the Church Finance and Minister Tax Podcast. My name is Michelle Brown, and I am honored to be your host. In this podcast, we will discuss topics to help you organize, maximize, and utilize your God-given talents and skills so you can do what you do best, which is take care of the business side of the church and do it with excellence. If you are a church secretary, bookkeeper, administrative assistant, or any other superpower title you've been given, then this podcast is for you. Church finances and minister taxes is what we do. So if that's your area of service, we are here for you and aim to make it easy peasy mac and cheesy. Or if you're from Canada, they say easy peasy pudding and pie. Regardless of where you're from, we are here to help take the confusion and uncertainty out of running the business side of the church and give you the confidence and clarity you've been looking for. So grab your notebook and pen, my friend, and your favorite beverage, and let's get ready to learn something cool today. Hello, and welcome to episode 64 of the Church Finance and Minister Tax Podcast. We all know why we're here, so we're going to dive right on in, okay? But first, we have to do an episode quote. Today's episode quote, we continue to be from Craig Groeschel in his fabulous book, Think Ahead. He says, "You may see me struggle, but I promise you won't see me quit." And I love that. And that quote goes right along with what we're going to discuss today. So if you're wondering what has got me fired up today, I am going to tell you because it's my podcast and I can. So I had a couple consultations today. The first one was from a lady who is on a church staff, and she's overwhelmed. She says, "I need encouragement. I need hope. I need something. I don't know what to do." And so through the course of having the conversation, we find out that she is definitely overwhelmed because they are expecting way too much of one individual, and it's too much. It's just too much. She has expressed her frustrations and her struggles with the staff, and nothing's being done. She is working a ridiculous amount of hours. She's not getting the assistance she needs in getting data turned into her on a timely basis so that she can do her work on time. Instead, she's spending an exuberant amount of overtime hours, which she's not being paid for because she's on salary, to do the work that should be done during a normal office hours, okay? So bless her heart, I felt so sorry for her. And through the course, I'm like, you know what? You need SOPs, standard operating procedures. She needs to put some guidelines down. If your payroll is to be run on Tuesday, you should have those numbers by the previous Friday at the latest, okay? She gets them the day before. If you can work with getting your payroll done the day before, then that's fine, go for it. But daggone it, do not wait until the day of payroll to get this done, okay? People have got to learn, and sweetheart, you have got to learn. If you let people run with the way things always been done, then they're going to continue to walk all over you. Quit letting them do that, okay? Quit letting them do that. You need to say, okay, if pay date is Tuesday, I need to have the information by Friday so that I've got time to process it and make sure, because one thing you have to learn, people, is that other people's procrastination should not become our emergencies. Okay? It should not become our problem. It's not my fault you procrastinated to get me the information I need. All right? So I tried my best to help her in just some other things that are going on. She's got too many different softwares going on. Technology can be wonderful and helpful, but if it's not helping and it's just causing more stress, girl, simplify it. Keep it simple. KISS. Keep it simple. Okay? KIS. We won't say the last S, but keep it simple. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. So that one just got me fired up because I'm like, so I just flat out asked her. I said, "Do you need this income?" She gave me her answer, and I said, "Well, you got one of two options. Regardless, you need to sit down and write a letter to whoever you're deciding individuals are, your leadership on the church staff, and you need to say, okay, these are my frustrations. This is what I have done in the past to try to address them. This is what has been done," which in her case was absolutely nothing. They keep blowing her off, which just makes me mad. And instead of just stopping there, say, okay, this is what I need to help me do my job with excellence and to do my job the way it needs to be done. All right. And then give them a deadline. Say, I need to have help, within the next 30 days or within the next 2 weeks or whatever time frame you want to give them, and say, I love the work that I do. I feel called to serve the church in this area, but I cannot do my job unless I receive X, Y, and Z. Just like your pastor can't do his job if he doesn't have the support of the church, well, the church bookkeeper, the church finance manager, the church secretary, whatever your title is, you can't do your job unless you have the data that you need and the support of the staff to get it done. Okay? So quit letting people walk all over you if you are in that position, and also know that you are not alone. You're not the only one. You've got to learn to stand up for yourself. I know people are much nicer and much sweeter and kinder than I am. And I get that. It's harder for some individuals than others to stand up for yourself. But girlfriend, God don't make floor mats, okay? He doesn't make stepping stones for you to be walked all over, and especially not if you are working for his house and serving his children. Okay, you should be the most well-respected, the most well-taken care of employees of churches should be. I know it doesn't happen that way, but it should be. Okay, so figure out what are your frustrations. Instead of just mulling over it or quitting and giving up, you need to take it to the leadership. If it's not addressed the first or even the second time you do it, put it in writing. And then make sure that a copy of that gets put in your permanent personnel file, okay? Send it to your stewardship team or your personnel team or whoever you need to get something addressed. And then don't just expect them to know how to fix it. Tell them what you need, what is going to help make this better for you so that you can do your job more effectively, okay? Woo-wee. I got to stop and breathe for a second. It just gets me fired up. Okay. All right. The second one, and then you know what? Let me just finish. Let me finish this train of thought. It may be that after you spend some time in prayer, and I told her, I said, think about it. I said, and also pray about it. Okay. It may be time for you to move on. I don't know. I don't know your exact situation. Sometimes it is time to move on. But before you move on, you need to ask yourself, what is it that's causing me frustration? Is it me? Is it my attitude? Do I need an attitude adjustment? Do I need to do something different? Have I done everything that I know in my power to do to try to fix the situation? And then, is God releasing me from this position? Is he releasing me? Okay? Because it may be time. everything has a season. Your season may be done at this particular position, but don't just get mad and get flustered and flabbergasted and quit. Okay, we're not quitters. God doesn't make quitters. We don't quit until the job is finished. And then it's not quitting, it's finishing the job. All right. So you need to determine, am I finished, or is this just an obstacle and a challenge to overcome? Because, girl, I'm saying, give me a challenge. I'm going to conquer this challenge. I'm not going to let something or someone defeat me. But spend time in prayer. Think about it. Breathe, which I need to breathe. It just upsets me so much when people are mistreated like this. Because bookkeeping should be fun. Serving the church should be the best place besides a Christian bookstore, because I also own a bookstore. I want my bookstore to be the best place to work. But being in a Christian environment should be your place of peace, should be your place of respite. You should look forward to going to work every day and honored that you get to serve the Lord on a daily basis, okay? It should not be the cause of your stress, all right? If it's the cause of your stress, there's definitely something wrong and it needs to be addressed. So anyways, I don't think I'm even going to go to my second consultation today. We'll save that for another podcast. But you're not a doormat, girl. You're not, okay? You're not. Don't let people walk all over you. Stand up for yourself. Be respectful, but stand up for yourself and do what needs to be done. Okay, so that's going to be a wrap for today. Thank you for listening to me, and I hope that there is somebody out here that this encourages, because I know this sweet lady is not the only person that deals with this, okay? Unfortunately, the best place in the world, again, that you should work should be the church, because they know better, okay? When you know better, you do better. So anyways, thank you for sharing your time with me today. And let's all strive to make an impact, a positive impact in the world, and not just an income. Remember to always look your best, do your best, and be your best. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Thanks again for listening today. If you haven't joined our free Facebook community yet, check it out at facebook.com/groups/church bookkeeping and clergy tax. I've got a link in the show notes. And please know that no matter what is going on in your part of the world, God's got you, girl. Be blessed, my friend. Bye-bye.